See. So, are you dating someone now?
That's a tricky question. No.
Okay.
I just recently ended, past several months, ended both of my two poly relationships.
Uh-huh.
They were both a little over 3 years. I was with them about 3 years for each of them. I have friends that I have intimate relations with
Mm-hmm.
from time to time, but not necessarily in a relationship,
It's
typical
interesting.
relationship
Yeah.
fashion.
So what differentiates that from being poly then?
In my opinion, poly is more in depth in traditional type relationships. And traditional is so not appropriate in this word, in this
Mm-hmm.
sense, but
Right.
more of a partnership
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to a casual, hey, we're friends, we like each other, let's hook up.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that's where the
So
differentiation.
what makes it a partnership?
Um,
Because essentially, like, from looking, you can do the exact same thing with like, go to the movies, you can have dinner,
Correct.
sex. Or, so, like, what makes it a partnership?
I would say it would be an intention to be in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
with each other and the intention to work together on that relationship as it progresses. Whereas I
Can't you do
see
that with a friend though? It's still a relationship.
absolutely, and I
Yeah.
think every way we relate with, even with my friends, is still a
Right.
relationship.
So like I really want to like so what really like what's that defining line where it's like okay this is now tipped over into something else.
I don't know. My friend says it's when she touches a boy's wee wee, and then he's her boyfriend
Oh.
now.
Who is this friend? I gotta make sure.
Exactly. Right, Mad Dog. I'm sure you know Mad Dog.
Mad dog.
Bot Dog.
I'm sure I know her.
I'm sure you know her. She's awesome.
Okay.
She's a burner.
I'm gonna make sure she touches the wee wee.
Then you're her
The wee.
boyfriend, dude. Sorry.
Damn.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, she jokes about that. If I touched his wee wee, he's my boyfriend now. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
So there isn't like you haven't really come to this like what
No,
makes it what.
I
That'd be interesting. Like so
haven't.
like maybe like talk through it right now. Maybe you can figure that out.
I've talked through it and I've thought about it and I've tried. Yeah, and it seems to be a moving target. I'm
Hmm.
finding with poly, things are so organic and they shift and move and evolve
Hmm.
based upon the people that you're involved with and the dynamics of the relationship and then other relationships that are added onto that.
Hmm.
Um, I've recently moved towards being, in theory, more monogamish, I would
Hmm.
say, than poly.
Okay.
And that evolved out of
Define that.
monogamish. For me, monogamish is primarily a monogamy relationship that has the possibility of having other relationships, both partners having other relationships or sexual relations with others. But for me, it's more of a couple centric relationship
Hmm.
so that it's more of a group decision. It's not people operating autonomously, it's more of a group effort and a decision like, hey, I'm really interested in so and so. What are your thoughts? Yeah, okay, I think that's awesome. Go pursue that. As opposed to
Hmm.
me just going, hey, I'm really interested in this person. I'm going to go do whatever and then I'm going to come back and inform you.
Right. So it sounds like primary.
Yeah, but I think primary doesn't necessarily imply monogamish,
Hmm.
or it doesn't necessarily imply, I don't want to say rules, boundaries, maybe, consultation.
Hmm. So you saying so primary for you sounds like there's wait it does not imply what you just said.
I don't think it does for the general people. For me
Okay.
personally, it does,
Okay.
yes. But I don't think that if I say primary to you or someone else, they necessarily infer that I mean a more couple-centric approach because
Okay.
it seems like everything that I've read recently and the talk lately has been about people being in poly to be autonomous individuals, and you can do your own thing, and that's part of it. And like, I shouldn't put restrictions on you, you shouldn't put restrictions on me, which I understand logically, I think, but it has more, there are ramifications for your actions that
Right.
affect not just you, but your other partners and your partner's partners. I've always taken a big picture outlook. I've moderated my actions with others when I was in relationships based on the fact that what I did, you know, indirectly affected my partner, my partner's wife, my partner's wife's boyfriend. Like, I
Right.
see it
Yeah.
as a big picture chain type thing. I don't operate in this little vacuum.
Right. So
So
everyone can't just do their own thing.
they can, but that's not the poly I'm interested in.
Right. Have you seen that type of dynamic where everyone just kind of does their own thing?
Yes.
How many people are we talking?
I have friends, like one of my friends' wives just kind of goes off and does her thing, and she'll tell them about it sometimes she won't. There's no thought or consideration into how that might affect him or their relationship. It's just, oh, this feels good, or this looks, I like this bright shiny, I'm going for it.
How does he take that?
Not so well.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
they're
he's not actually on board. She's doing it, but he's not really on board.
correct,
Okay.
correct. But she's doing it, and she's going to do it, so you can either suck
Right.
it up and deal with it or leave.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's definitely an element of just acceptance or
Correct.
doing something about it.
Correct.
Yeah. Me personally, I much rather. Kind of what you're saying. Like, I'm married, so we live together.
Right.
We have that where our lives are totally
They're
intertwined
entwined.
like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
And we're allowed to do
Other things.
other things, but it's like, not just whatever you want, because you don't know, you want to be involved and be connected. It's not a matter of me wanting to put restrictions on her or her putting restrictions on me, but it's like, I'd like to know what's going on.
Exactly.
Just because I'm a human and I know you.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
if you were just a friend, I'd still want to know, like, what's
Right.
going on?
Right.
What you up to?
And it does, if she has sexual or you have sexual interactions with someone, it does potentially affect you and her and vice versa. It is a big picture thing. Not that I think everyone's out there having sex willy-nilly and like
Right.
unprotected, but yeah, there are real life consequences that are potential there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just find that my primary partner that I just recently broke up with, he was very much autonomous, and I was very much like the family poly. So he would be off doing his thing, and I'm like, who is this? I've never even heard of this person, and you're doing what with them? Like, I'm not okay with
Right.
that. For me, I need to have, it's essential for me to have an open line of communication with my metamors, period.
Right. Yeah, I mean, 3 years is still relatively new.
Exactly.
Like, you're not. There's an element of, like, for me, for sure, like, when I started doing it, I didn't really have space for people that weren't just ready to jump in. I wasn't meeting them where they were,
Okay.
which didn't work out.
Yeah.
People you're not ready for that yet. So if I want this to work with you, I need to consider that.
Exactly.
I can't just be like, let's go, dragging you by the hair, let's go, keep up with me.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, like a big fight. So yeah, 3 years is still pretty new.
Exactly.
I've only been like 5 years, so
Okay.
4 or 5 years, so still also pretty new. I think after these interviews, I'm gonna be super poly guy though. I'm
There
gonna,
you go.
know
You can be the
all of
face
them.
of poly. Justin.
Yeah.
Justin's the face of poly. You have to just like.
Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scheduled to interview him.
He's
so
the face of
It's
poly.
been like 15
You'll
years.
have to ask him. Like, so I heard you're the face of poly, and he'll just start
The
laughing.
face up. I'll put his face.
Right.
And you can
Right.
click on different parts of him. Learn about
No,
sex.
don't give him that.
You click
Just
his crotch.
Right. Exactly.
Communication. Click his mouth.